as much as I can. I have my randomizer in front of me. I've got all of the names in it. I'll go over the rules of my playthrough, what I'm doing. I'm not just doing like a normal run playthrough where I pick my characters, pick the OP guys. I'm going to be doing randomized, and I'll try to say what that entails right here. So, Path of Radiance is one of my favorite games in terms of the Fire Emblem series. I think overall for total package, it is my favorite, including characters, including the gameplay. It's on the easier side, but it's definitely got some memorable moments and mechanics I really like. It balances some skills, vibrant characters, like I said, good weapon system, all of that jazz. It's a very good full game. The story out of all of the games, actually, I would argue is the best. It's probably got the best Lord, or my favorite at least, in Ike. So he's very entertaining to use, and I like his demeanor the entire game. So hopefully I can kind of show why he's up there in a lot of people's hearts, I guess. But with that out of the way, in terms of me talking about Path of Radiance as a basic level, let's try to, because we can do that later, let's try to explain some of these rules that I'm going to be doing for my playthrough, because this is not going to be just any normal playthrough. You've probably seen these kind of like in a pick my units, but I'm going to be doing randomized instead, because I have no friends. Anyway, we're going to be doing normal mode for this run. This is because the run, if I do hard or easy, I mean, I'm not going to do easy on Fire Emblem. Well, get real. If I do hard, I could run into more situations where I might just get fucked based off character randomization. So there are more chances of me getting dicked over before it even gets like entertaining at all, which would not be great for me and for you if you're paying attention at all right now. So I have to kind of just make it less fail-proof, and I can just kind of relax more. I shouldn't have any trouble beating the game normally, and with randomized it might be a little tougher, so I might as well just, it's my first time doing this, so I might as well just play through it with as little hindrance as possible. So I'm just going to do normal mode. I can beat it on normal, no problem, even with randomized people. Watch I get like dicked, but Ike, since the main character is free because he's deployed on every mission, it also makes it so you can beat the boss even if you have like terrible characters or they die, which might happen. I'm going to be doing, I don't know if I'm going to be doing an Iron Man. Maybe if they die like 3 times. We'll play it by ear, but I'm going to try to keep everybody alive and hopefully just no one dies because I'm an idiot. But Ike is going to be free. He's a lord. He's OP as shit in this game. Early on, he's not that great. He can't carry missions by himself early, but once he gets Ether, it's with Ragnar, you can't lose the game, essentially, even if just Ike's on the map. So if I get to that point, like the my unit thing randomized is pretty funny. I might not even have to use any other units. So I also make Mist eligible or not eligible in the randomizer. I just get her for free. That makes sure that I get a healer throughout the entire game, so I don't have to luckily land on a mage or Reese, for example. I just get a healer, and it doesn't matter what other units I get around it. And Mist just makes the Black Knight fight more bearable. And Mist is like it's not like a broken unit I'm handing myself. She's just a level 1 like cleric. So if anything, I'm like hurting myself instead of just giving myself Reese, which I could have done as well. But yeah, basically everybody else. I should note that these characters over here, the royals, at the end of the game, I might do. Maybe I'll go back and like randomize them afterwards. I might do it on stream right here and see which one I get. So I might put like royal or something like that, and then just do. We'll see. I'll get with that in a second. But at the end of the game, you get a free reinforcement that's like the OP character, and they help you with the boss. I'm not going to count those as one of my units because that would be pretty lame. I only get them for 1 chapter, and it would be lame to only have like 11 characters throughout the game. So Nasser and Ian are in the same way. They're in the last mission, so they're kind of deployed. I might not even. I probably just won't even use these guys very often. I'll probably be using my other units, hopefully. Which will make the game more entertaining than just using like OP guys that are just there. These guys are essentially in the game just to beat the boss, in case you don't have you have a bad Ike or something like that. But Ike alone can beat the boss anyway, so whatever. This is probably the most like important rule of the entire thing. It's again, early game. If I get unlucky with my draft, or if I get unlucky, or just to make the game like flow better. I need to have a certain amount of Grail mercenary group guys in my gang, or Titania, because Titania and Ike could probably solo the like early game by themselves. Titania can probably solo the early game by herself in general, but if I don't get any Grail Mercs at all, I'm not gonna like re-roll. I'm just gonna make it so I get Titania for free until Chapter 8. By Chapter 9, Mist and Ike, if I don't have anybody, I'll break Titania and she won't be in one of my units anymore. And then I'll get Mist and Ike and those two from there. I'll probably be picking up my first unit anyway if I didn't get anybody at Chapter 9. Hopefully. Hopefully it's not just like everybody at endgame. That would be really boring, and I'll have Mist and Ike for like half the fucking game. That would be pretty lame. So hopefully this doesn't occur, but I'll have Mist and Ike be able to like beat the missions, and we'll see. Hopefully it's a good balance between early and late game. That's what I'm hoping. But if I have 2 Grail Mercs like Boyd and Reese and Ike, that is enough to solo the early game as well. So hopefully I get either 2 of them, or I just get Titania and I can cut it and I don't need to worry about it at all. I already mentioned this. These guys are already randomized. Thieves during this game. There's a lot of loot you can steal and missions that need chests opened and cells unlocked and all that jazz. So for thieving purposes only, I get that unit. Volk is the guy who runs into this. I will get Volk for free, but he can't fight unless I actually get him. And Volk's a pretty good combat unit, surprisingly. I mean, you don't want him to just send him in, but he's pretty good. So it's not like me screwing myself by getting Volk, but I need him for the chest, and it helps me get items and just make the game more balanced, I guess. Because some of these items I need like the weapons in them. Maybe you probably don't need, but it just makes the game more entertaining by me getting more stuff. So flow faster, all of that jazz. More able to buy like occult scrolls or steal stuff off people, yada yada yada. Endgame map has 14 slots, so except for Mist and Ike, I get 12 units for free. Units. So there we go. We're gonna be doing 12 units of randomized, and luck of the draw who I get. It's gonna be real entertaining, I guess, in that regard. I might get my boy Makalov. Yeah, hopefully you guys get to see Makalov. We'll see. He's probably the best character in Fire Emblem history. If Ronald McDonald was a character, that's Makalov right there. For item purposes, I probably will recruit, but I will never like recruit and then like combat or something. Like there will come a lot of circumstances in the game where you're trying to save somebody or you recruit them. Zyhark is a perfect example. I have to use a cat creature to get Zyhark, so that might not be in my units, but I have to use him to recruit him. He might be in my unit, and I'll recruit him, and he has a killing edge anyway, so I probably will recruit Zyhark no matter what. Or, for example, Stefan or any other character that I could kill. Sheenan might be the only example where he doesn't have anything good. I might just kill him, and I don't like him anyway, so that's kind of fair. But for the most part, I'll try to recruit as many people as I can because they get base conversations. Maybe I'll recruit Sheenan. That requires me bringing Rolf along for like the entire mission, which kind of sucks. But we'll see. I'll play it by ear in terms of like recruiting, but I'm never gonna like fight people on purpose with like characters that are not in my randomized guys. So that's basically what I'm trying to cover there. I will not break the game by bonus XP. One of the biggest things about Path of Radiance that makes it really easy is bonus XP. You can basically make anybody a god just by like handing them a couple levels in that after every chapter. And I'm not gonna try to like shatter the game by giving Ike, or say I get like Oscar and promote him like at like, you know, mission 11. That would be stupid as hell and boring. No one wants to see that. I don't even want to see that, and I'm playing the game, so I'm not gonna blind myself or ruin my playthrough. That's not happening, so I'm not gonna do that. The game's easy enough already, so I might like use it to raise a couple levels or not get like fucked over. Say I have Soth, who's like level 1 when you get him. I'll try to like get him up to a standard level where I think he's usable, but yeah, I might be able to make anybody work with skills anyway. So, and I already mentioned this one where some cases where people are just going to fight. Some rescue missions, Gatchy's going to be stabbing people, and I can't really do anything about it. It happens also when I think Grail intervenes at the top in the prison mission really early. Gatchy and Sheenan are just getting attacked by like everybody. They're just gonna they're gonna kill people. I can't stop them. from like people running into them. Hopefully they'll attack Sheenan, but yeah, there's nothing I can do about some NPCs just getting attacked or my units getting attacked when they're trying to stay out of the way, especially early on. So with that being said, that's most of the rules. If you have any questions, please submit in the chat, but I think it should be pretty good to go here. And this will be uploaded before the playthrough, and I'll try to upload each mission or something before each vid or whatever. So I'll put this rule set in the vid as well, so everybody knows the rules and my character list. This will go on each video. So yeah. So with that being said, what we all been waiting for, what I'm actually really excited to get some randomization here and see what we got. So I have all of the names in the list. There is 39 characters not involving. There's 41 characters, but with Ike and Mist removed, it's 39. So hey, we're gonna go for it. We'll see who's our lucky who's our lucky number one, and hopefully we get some characters that I can use early. I want some early guys. So here we go. We got okay. So Horror is not as busted in this game as he is in the other game, but he is really good. So that's a good start. Horror is amazing. He is amazing. So that's a really good start. I get a Dragon Rider, I get a Flyer. He comes late in the game though, but hey, dude, that's some power right there already. I just rolled up from my craps and I got like some 7s right there. So that's pretty nice. Good start. I should mention if I get like Horror again, obviously I'm not going to take 2 Horrors. You can't, but I'm just going to re-roll and it'll just generate me another name. So, okay, I can't look. Horror is one of my favorite characters in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, the Tellius series. So that's really good. He's really strong for a pre-promote. So let's go. Okay, all right, another pre-promote and a guy at the end of the game. I've never used this guy in this game. He's basically a late game general. So that's gonna be really entertaining. So basically, I already have my muscle right here. I got freaking some strong ass motherfuckers, and they're all enemies. So as of now, and then you have to recruit them. All right. Let's go. Okay, another late game guy, and I have a Hawk now. So I got some Flyers. We can move around the map a little bit. That means I have to have Rayson join my party as of now, and Janef and Ukli, or whatever the fuck you say his name. But Janef, I usually don't like using Lagoos. I'll do my little mini Lagoos rant here. They're really like I don't want to say overpowered. They're just boring because they don't get much XP when they kill things, and I think the satisfaction of them not being able to level up and promote and use like weapons and stuff is kind of boring to me. But they're definitely like pretty strong characters. I'm not disappointed that I got Janef. It's not gonna make the game harder. So, all right, let's see what else I can get. Hey, that's an early game powerhouse right there. So paladins in this game, or cavaliers, are busted as shit. Movement is busted as shit. Who would have guessed? But Oscar is one of the best Grail Mercs I could have gotten. He's really strong. And that's one of 2 that Oscar and Ike almost could solo the game in the beginning of the game. So I debatably might. We'll see who else we get, and I might call it there, but Oscar's a good one. We need some females here. Where's some females? Let's go. We don't want the meat party here. Okay, see, I say that and I get Mia. Okay, I get Mia really early. Fun fact, that covers my that covers my Grail Mercs right there. Mia's hard to train up early though, so I have to be careful. But those are my 2 Grail Mercs. This is now I do not get Titania for free from here on out. So if I get more Grail Mercs, that makes it easier on me, but Oscar, Mia, and Ike can solo the beginning of the game. So I'm getting some early game. That's good. I'm liking it. Also have some wide variety of classes so far. And Mia in this game is pretty good. She's alright. I think Zhark and Stefan are pretty good as well. So you can't go wrong. Okay, Jill. Good thing I got Jill, because it makes it so I can get Har much easier. She is required to recruit. She's required to recruit Har, and she's also really strong, and she comes in the middle of the game. So far, like my team is really balanced. I got some dragons, I got some hawks, I got a guy on a horse. He's looking fly. I got some hot girls, and I got Ike, who's a hot girl, and I got Mist, who is not a hot girl. She's the kid's sister. So we're gonna lay off on that one. Sorry, Ike. Uh, let's keep going. What do we got? Bring me more. Give me Makalov. Okay, we're re-rolling. They want me to have the big O right here, but we don't want the big O twice. Let's go. All right, there's another beast right here. He's green, fits my name, but okay. Marum, never used him either. His sprite's really cool, and I have to kill him kind of to get him, so he'll earn his spot on the team. All right, another beast Lagoos. Hopefully we don't get another one, but we'll see. All right, give me that Magalov. Ooh, Largo. Largo is the only berserker in this game. There's an axe user, but I already have 2 axe users. He's pretty late in the game too. So Largo is a fun unit to use because he comes just like randomly, and he's just like, "Yo, I want to fuck shit up," and you're like, "This guy is wearing like a pelt. Get him aboard. Come on, you're here." So that's interesting. I haven't used Largo ever, so we'll see. We'll see. All right. Gatry! Oh, okay. Welcome aboard, young man. So I have 2 generals. Oh, whoops. I have 2 generals, and I have 2 generals and some beast. So I do not have much magic right now, is what I'm worried about. So it's gonna be hard to deal with high armored people, but hey, dude. It is what it is. So I got Gatry. Gatry is at the beginning of the game. This makes the beginning of the game much easier too. So when Gatry's in the mission, I can actually kill people on the opposite side of the map. But I will say that Gatry comes at a decently high level, so I'm probably going to try to be feeding XP into Mia. But then Gatry comes like later in the game. And I have to recruit him and save him, which is perfect because that way when he's getting stabbed by people, he's not like taking XP from people. How many more units do I get? I get 3 more units. I need some magic. Really bad. So come on. Tormid, something, Soren, Khalil, Bastion, Ileana, one of those guys. Come on. Okay. That's an early game unit. This game's trolling me. So the fun fact about Rolf, he's bad. Rolf is really bad. Probably one of the worst characters in the game. I would argue probably the worst. Maybe not the worst, but he's really bad. Because he's an archer, and archers in this game are atrocious. Jesus Christ. And he starts at level 1, too. At least he's going to get a lot of XP, but he's already sharing it. The thing about Rolf is I have to share it with these other guys, so my early game is balanced. I got pretty good balance in terms of what I've got, but it figures I would get Rolf. So he's going to be fun to train. It's going to be entertaining. He's got breezy short shorts too, so I'm sure all of the ladies will like that. So let's see what else we got here. I need a mage, and I only have 2 more slots. Oh! And he's the 8 too, Soren. Yeah, Soren's. I'm just gonna put it pretty bluntly. Soren's my favorite mage in the entire series. So that's pretty lucky. However, I don't know if I should go staffs with him. As of now, he's my only other healer. So I might not do knives like I was planning just to randomly do. That would be pretty stupid of me. And that way, Mist is my only healer. But rolling Soren is actually critical because I need somebody to do magic damage. Also, I have a lot of early game powerhouses until I get... My mid game is going to be really boring in terms of picking people up, though, besides Gatry. Maybe Jill. Hey, it is what it is. Janeth comes like 3/4 of the way in, too. Okay. Last but not least, you know what they're going to give me, right? 100% they're giving me Makalov. It's coming. Okay. Another magic. Tormid. So my mid game, again, I get Tormid and Marin. I only have... How many ladies do I have on my team? I think I only have 2. Yeah, I only have 2 ladies, so... Yikes. Kind of sausage fest right here. But Tormid is my last guy. He's another mage. That makes it so I can maybe go nice with one of these guys and just for the fuck of it. That'd be pretty fun, having Torment go up and stab people. I did not get any Thieves, and no Pegasus either. Let me analyze my team and see how bad they're gonna do in terms of like, okay, Sahara is good, Torino is okay, Janif is a Lagoose, so hard to rate. I only have 2 Lagoos, that's really good. Mia requires some training, Rolf is terrible, Jill is good, Marum is pretty rough, but I can make do with it. Largo I've never fucking used in my entire life. Gatry. Okay. I didn't get anybody from the jail cell. And basically no Crimean court people. So that's already something I've noticed as well. I got a lot of Grail Mercs. I got like 4 Grail Mercs. So my early game is going to be insane. I got Soren, Gatry, Oscar. Yeah. We're gonna randomize the final bonus unit as well. So we're gonna delete all these people. I'm really sad that I didn't get some units that are fun to use, but there's I wanted some like Braum or some like units that are like very rarely used by like anybody instead of like some of the common guys, but I got a pretty good mix, I think. I think my team's really strong, actually. Besides Rolf, I didn't get like trolled that hard. I could have gotten way worse, like Soth, Rolf, like yeah, I could have gotten like really fucked, but I didn't. For the most part, I did really good. Like Astrid would have been hard to train, but she's pretty good. But, all right, so what this is you get one of these random 3 units, and I also am throwing in none just for the hell of it, just so like, oh, like you don't get to use any of these guys. So usually I pick Tibarn, so there's I'm probably even though I only have a 25% chance of getting Tibarn, I'm gonna get Tibarn. How about that? So we'll see which one of my random bonus units I'm going to get at the end right here. We'll see. Nizala. Oh, okay. All right. Not bad. I'm glad it wasn't none. It could have been way worse. So I have to kill this guy during the campaign, obviously, and then he'll join my team. I think that's how it works. Some noticeable absence. Rayson is the dancer in this game, and he recruits a lot of characters, and he's probably one of the strongest characters in this game. He's notable. Other than that, I have a Cavalier, so I can at least do some stuff. I have a bunch of flyers, including Janif. 2 mages. My team is really balanced, like exceptionally balanced. I don't have much like movement speed. All my guys are footlocked for the most part, which kind of sucks. I didn't get many horse users, or have missed. She's a horse user, but yeah, my team is going to be pretty balanced. I already got like Oscar compare with Ike, so that's somebody. Same with Soren though. I got some potential support options, so I might like try to plan that out at a different time. But for the most part, I didn't get trolled. I'll give my like, I could just give like a little rating like bad or something like that. But maybe I'll like say like, oh, he died this many times or something like that. I'll tag it on or something, yada yada yada. But this is my team. Winners. Like I said, early game is not going to be a problem with Oscar and Ike, and then throw in Soren if you want, and Mia. Nurse 4 can do whatever they want, but I don't really need to recruit anybody anyway, but it just ensures that I basically can't fail. Alright, and that is going to be my team for my Path of Radiance playthrough. Look for it online. I might be streaming it on Twitch. I will be uploading it to YouTube with all these rules and this team. Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. We got some, we didn't get trolled that hard, so thanks very much.